Yup. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, coming live and direct. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. the Albino Rhino, a.k.a. the White Arsenio Hall. If you've never listened to this before, and you are a biblical person or get offended or easily, I'm glad to have you. What can I say? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and an old Jew walked into a bar. I mean, who would have thought that it would come down to these three yokels? I don't know. Who would have thought? We're going to get into some of that. I'm gonna tell you that I'm in here with Dean Collins. That's why you're hearing beeping and blopping in the background, because Dean Collins doesn't shut his phone off. Tomorrow, I'm going to be recording live from New York with my co-host Gerald Moody, a.k.a. G Moody, a.k.a. G Monetti, a.k.a. the Black Ed McMahon, the 2015 co-host of the year in the podcast world. What you could expect from that episode is a Danny Aiello shows up to the Bush family reunion since Jeb Bush got out of the race. Because what a disgrace this fucking guy is. Donald Trump made mincemeat. He's the first person who could make mincemeat of a Bush. No one would have ever predicted that Donald Trump would submit in a figure four Jeb Bush like he was taking candy from a baby. But today we're going to get into it with Dean Collins. We're going to be talking about the FX O.J. Simpson series that I'm enjoying. We're going to talk about Vinyl on HBO, the pilot episode and the second episode. Dean Collins, who looks like my son, but who's actually not my son. He wishes his life could be so blessed to be a Rapaport. He's not. He's going to talk about a Tinder experience, and apparently he's getting it in big dick style because he's now using Magnum condoms. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We'll be right back. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and we are sponsored by Premier Meats, Premiere, Premier Meats. Go to premiermeatcompany.com. I love this company. I love it. Fresh meats and fishes and proteins, the highest quality, never frozen, delivered straight to your doorstep. They've served the best restaurants for decades. Now they are starting to serve the people. Premier Meats comes to your door, they're not frozen, but they're cold. They're kept sealed. All the directions on how to preserve your meats are in there. Pork, steak, fishes, salmon, venison, whatever you're into, it comes to your door. Premier Meats. Go to premiermeatcompany.com. Enter the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT, for $20 off your first order. That's $20 off your first order at Premier Meats. Dean, how did you like the steaks, the chops, and the salmon that we served from Premier Meats on the Super Bowl Sunday when we had our Super Bowl Sunday all Premier Meat Super Bowl party?
It was fantastic. I like my meat medium, and I thought it was just cooked perfectly. And it was almost, I thought it was better than some of the high-end restaurants like a Mastro's or wherever you would go.
I agree. They've been serving high-end restaurants for 50 years, Premier Meats. Okay, and now it's coming directly to your door. It's kept fresh. It's all organic. It's fantastic. Premier Meats. I love this company. Trust me. Steak, fish, all sorts of fish, all fresh, comes directly to your door. I can't say enough about this company. I really, truly love it, and I'm proud that Premier Meats is a sponsor of the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. That being said, Dean Collins, what's going on in your world?
What's up, Michael?
You're deep in the you're deep in online dating. I missed out on this when I was young, in my 20s. If they had online dating, I would have wound up buried somewhere. I would have went totally insane on online dating. Like what you young guys have. You're in your 20s. You're on your way to becoming a young man. You're single.
Yes.
What's the online dating world like? Like, what's going on out there?
Man,
dick pics? You get any dick pics?
No.
Do you get dick pics?
Do I get dick pics?
Do you get dick pics?
Why would I get dick pics? Because I changed my preference to I'm interested in women. I'm not interested.
You changed your preference.
No, it's just like you could choose whether you're interested in men.
Okay, but you don't get dick pics.
I wouldn't get dick pics because I'm only looking at women, so they're not going to send me dick pics.
I totally didn't know that.
What do you mean you didn't know that?
I thought that you were getting dick pics from other guys.
You want to start this early?
No.
Do you really want to start this? I'm happy to be on the podcast. I'm excited to be here.
The people like you. Somebody said that your voice is soothing. How'd that make you feel?
It made me feel good.
But break it down to me. Give me the world of online dating.
Man, so there are so many different apps that you have to keep up with, really. And there's Tinder, there's Bumble, there's this new app called Raya.
Okay, talk about Raya.
Okay, so I've just discovered Raya. My roommate Daniel has been on it for quite a while now.
Daniel's he's a stick man. He's a stick man. Is that for real?
Like Daniel
he gets it in?
He's so used to just like going to a girl's place and just fucking them that night.
We don't need to use that kind of language, do we? We could be a little bit more creative.
No, I want to give you context. Like,
but you could give me context without saying fucking.
Okay, Daniel's used to.
I'm still trying to hang on to my New Year's resolution to not say as many swear words, curse words as I do.
That's good, actually.
And you're just throwing fuck. I hadn't said any yet.
I'm sorry, I didn't. No, I just meant like. I just meant they're having sex.
Daniel's a coxman. He's a coxman.
He's a coxman.
Okay, so and he meets all these girls online.
He's not used to the dating, like going out to dinner kind of stuff and like getting serious because some of these girls are looking for a relationship.
Not the place to do it online.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you're coming across a lot of online girls that you're meeting.
Yes.
That you text for 2 or 3 days, then you guys meet up, and then as soon as you sit down to watch a movie, like let's say, I don't know, pick a movie. Seven. You put on Seven,
sure.
And then these girls are spewing off to you about how they want full relationships. They're in their 20s and they're like saying how. Explain this to me.
Okay, that's not true.
How are you misleading these women that they think they're coming over and they're going to be serenaded or something?
Look, we've been talking on the dating app. Things are going well. I'm on the dating app to hook up. You know,
period.
That's it. There's all these girls, their bios are no hookups, looking for a blah blah. And I'm
then what are you looking for?
Like, what are you looking for? I'm 25 years old. I was in a 3.5 year relationship. I'm trying to I'm trying to have fun.
Right.
Okay. So it's not even like I'm sitting down with a girl and we're watching a movie. It'll literally be like we're hooking up.
What does that mean? They're coming over and you're going to just jump them?
Look, I got a pool table here. You know, it's a fun time. We have a few drinks, whatever. Like, I'm not, look, I'll be totally.
You're not a savage.
I'm not a
tell
savage.
You this. Dean Collins is not a savage. I respect that about him because I always say to him, when I was your age, I was banging 2-3 broads at a time. I mean, I was an animal.
I believe that.
I mean, when I wasn't in a relationship, I was an animal, and I had some discrepancies when I was in a relationship. Who the fuck should even be in a relationship when you're 25 anyway? Go out, sow your oats, girls, guys, explore the world. You don't know what you're doing. You think you do.
Yeah.
And this sounds like old man Rapaport. You think you do, but you don't. You don't have any clue. So what Pashman is doing, your friend Daniel.
Yeah, he's inspiring. It's inspiring living with him.
Okay, so the last time you had a girl come over that you had met, that you had met online, things went awry, things went astray, and things got out of hand quickly. And then the post-traumatic situation unraveled. Tell me what happened here, and how did you wind up? You were very excited. You were like, I hooked up the other night, and now I'm using Magnum condoms. And then you said you're using Magnum, your big dick style, peace, your highness. So what's going on with you?
Well, that's a separate case, but I just want to let you. That's a whole separate case. The Magnum stuff we can get to later.
Okay.
I'm very pleased with Magnum. It actually blew my mind. It does not cut off circulation.
I've never had. I don't know what is that.
I honestly, I'll be honest. Like I hate condoms.
No, who
likes them?
Connies?
No, but it hurts. It hurts me, right? So look, that's a whole other thing. Daniel said, "Hey, I'm going to change your world. Here's a Magnum condom." I always thought that Magnums were for pipesmen, but we'll talk about the Magnums later.
I like that, pipesman.
You like that term, pipesman?
It's good one.
Okay, so anyway, let's just get to
stickman, coxman, pipesman.
Yeah. So here's the reason why I'm no longer on Tinder.
Okay.
So I had been talking to a girl. Let's call her Julia.
Okay.
Okay, so Julia, we're really vibing. It's going great. I finally get to meet Julia. It's not what I was expecting.
Why?
She didn't look like I thought she was going to look.
Was she fucking Chinese?
No, it wasn't anything like that.
No disrespect to the Asian women. I think they're beautiful. But you thought you were getting...
I thought I was getting some petite, cute girl.
Operative word being petite?
Petite.
Okay.
Wasn't the case. But you know what? I wasn't discriminating. We had a great time. We had a good night. Whatever. I was kind of stuck, with her, this and that. So we start hooking up. One thing leads to another. But we're hooking up. And while we're hooking up, nothing too far.
Now, you're saying hooking up. That means freaking off.
Not yet. It could be anything, but we're making out.
Okay.
We're in my room, whatever.
Is there music playing?
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
What am I listening to? I'll put on the...
Not you personally. I could give a fuck. I want to know what's happening
the Boner Jams.
The what?
Boner Jams playlist.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to play Arctic Monkeys.
Yep.
That always, the album AM really gets the girls going.
The ladies like that record, huh?
I've actually been to a club where we talked about that record, and they're like, I just want to have sex when I hear that record. I just want to have sex. And they really they get off to it. It's crazy. And I get off to that. So I'm popping in that record. It's my go-to. Anyway, we start making out. I start, trying to advance on her. And then she pumps the brakes.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to know I'm not one of these Tinder girls.
Okay, but then why are you on Tinder?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's my first question. If you're not one of these Tinder girls, first of all, don't shit on the rest of the Tinder girls. Okay, don't Tinder shame.
Well, all girls go, I'm not that kind of girl. But
then why are you on Tinder, animal?
All of them say that.
Why are you on Tinder, animal, then?
And they're young. It's not even like I'm 29 years old, I'd understand. They're looking for marriage or they're looking for a relationship. Right. But when I'm meeting a 20-year-old, it's not, come on.
On Tinder.
We know what we're getting into when you're coming over.
You know what it is.
You're sleeping over.
You're about that life.
I'm not playing video games with you.
No, we didn't come over to play video games and discuss world peace, did we?
There's no Connect 4 and I don't have I'm not trying to do all that.
No.
I put work into
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to freak off.
Yes.
I'm trying to freak off.
Yes, or unfold the loaf.
I would love to unfold the loaf.
That's a term that I made up today. I actually thought of it on the way over here because loaf life.
Walk us through how that came about. Unfolding the loaf.
It just came to me because I knew we were doing a podcast, and despite the fact that we don't fact check, we do mentally prepare for these podcasts. It's not a total fucking free for all.
No,
I mentally prepare. I know I'm going to go with Dean. La la la.
How often do you unfold your loaf? I'm just curious.
I don't talk about that because my loaf game is.
It's locked. You have...
Yeah, but how often do I unfold the loaf? Depends. See, there's a lot of... I got kids.
I know you have a chastity belt on. I understand that.
I don't want to talk about it because I got kids and it varies and all that shit. But in general, when it's time to... when you're on Tinder, you're not looking to discuss how to stop ISIS. You're looking to unfold the loaf.
I'm trying to unfold my loaf. I'm trying to freak off. I'm trying to get it in.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Okay. And this girl, Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
She did what when she got here? When it was time to unfold the loaf. When it was time to actually unfold the loaf.
I actually got to the unfolding of the loaf, and I thought everything was going great. And then the brakes come.
She pumped the brakes.
She pumped them so hard. It was like she splashed water on my face and then punched me in the face.
Damn.
At the same time. I sobered up, and she said, I hope you don't think I'm one of these Tinder girls. And I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And she goes, I really like you, and I hope that you're not going to, pull the I'm busy card. And I was like, what do you mean? And so she started kind of freaking me out with I'm looking for a relationship, and I'm this and that. And I'm like, this is the first time we met. It kind of freaked me out. It was at my house. Anyway, it was just, I ended up laying down. I was very, very, I was horny. I was laying down. I was thinking with my dick, and I'm looking up at the ceiling, and she's talking about how she's always wanted a boyfriend, and she's never been.
And how old is this girl?
I'm not going to specify, but let's just say it was under 22.
Okay. and this is all fine for you because if it was me, but you're 25.
I'm 25.
This is all in your world. This is your wheelhouse.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you said you like young girls, the girls of that age because what?
Well, I like young girls because I feel like they're too stupid to realize that they could do better than me.
And I respect that. And I have to just say this. First of all, don't say that about yourself, number one. Number two, here's my thing about younger girls. Mm-hmm. When you're 65, you're going to wish that you had the memories of touching soft 22-year-old skin.
Like soft, like milky skin.
Milky skin.
It's not wrinkly. It's not
wrinkly. It's not anything.
Saggy.
And everything smells like a Snapple. Like everything smells the way it should smell.
What kind of Snapple were we talking
Kiwi
about?
strawberry.
That's my favorite.
Have you ever experienced a woman that smells like kiwi strawberry Snapple?
I've had my experience with kiwi strawberry Snapple, and then I've had my experience with that snapper that's just, the snapper is just rotten.
The snapper from hell.
The snapper from hell.
Let me tell you something. Women of all ages, mind yourself. Mind what you eat. Mind what's going into your body, because the snapper from hell doesn't come from exterior things. It comes from interior stuff. And it's not like brushing your teeth. You can stick a bar of soap in that snapper. But if you're not eating right, or your diet's not right, or something, you have some sort of candida or some yeast stuff going on, that snapper is going to corrode. And there's nothing you could do about that. And I've had experience. I'm 45.
Yeah.
I've been with a handful of women who've had it. And there was one girl who had beautiful. I mean, fucking beautiful.
I think I know who this is.
No, you don't.
But I won't say anything.
It never went anywhere. Gorgeous. Great personality, funny, beautiful, tall, sexy, nice, good personality. Snapper smelled like the bottom of a shoe that was left in a locker room on summer break.
That might have turned me gay.
Yo, and I was dying. I was like, I should just tell her, because if I could tell her and she could hear me, and I say it in the most compassionate, delicate way, I'm not going to say, sweetheart, your snapper smells like fucking all hell broke loose. No, I was trying to come up with the language. I have to be honest, that's something I regret. I didn't have the courage to tell her what I should have told her.
You can't. There's no way around telling her.
You can do it. And I think if you do it in a polite, gentle way, the woman will appreciate it and it'll bring you closer. I didn't have the balls. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have the courage to do it.
I don't think I could do that even when I'm in a relationship for like 3 years.
Oh, you could do. Oh.
No, like for real. Like
No. If you're in a relationship with a woman, or man, like I don't know what kind of men, like men could have body odor and breath. Let me tell you something, women. If you got a guy with a smelly dick, don't tell him. Run and run fast. Because I don't ever heard of that.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, but men, like, so I always, if I have bad breath, let me know. If your breath, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive to smell. If I have bad breath, I want to be told. Your shit stinks, Mike Rap.
But sometimes it's not a breath thing. Sometimes it's a body odor thing where it's like just it's not like
it's
body
an interior
odor.
thing.
It's an interior thing of what you're eating. But I pride myself on my hygiene, on my good hygiene.
Me too.
If I'm like about to go on a date with a girl, I'm at the gym.
But a girl, of course, the girl's cleaning. Of course, the girl. But it doesn't matter what kind of. No, it has nothing to do. When I was younger, I was like, maybe she doesn't clean. Maybe she doesn't. It's not that. It's coming from the depths of their soul.
I've been there.
It's coming out, and that smell is putrid.
Let me tell you
that smell of rotten snapper, and I ain't talking about fish. I'm talking about
rotten.
VJ. I'm talking about rotten snapper. It's violent.
I just want to tell you,
it's a violent smell.
When I was at Chapman University, it's where I went to school. It's my alma mater.
Okay, we're not giving.
No. I just want to say,
sponsoring this podcast.
No, I just want to tell you, we had a thing.
Get Chapman to sponsor the podcast, and then and the fact that you graduated from Chapman, and that doing this podcast is what you have to show for it. I mean, Chapman, you should be looking to get a fucking lawsuit against.
Listen, there's other things that I got going on. I don't talk about it on the podcast.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But
my man Dean Collins, aka the Young Shooter, will be running things within 10 to 12 years in Hollywood.
5 years.
I'm not saying you could be on and popping, but I'm talking about running things.
Got it.
My man is multi-talented, multi-skilled. I break balls, but I do it with love. It's within the parameters of love and respect. Go.
I appreciate that. So when I was at school, I had something called Undie Run, where all the guys are in their underwear and all the girls are like smoking hot. They're all running around, basically naked.
My man, you can't come on the motherfucking I Am Rapaport stereo podcast and be talking about Undie Run.
Why?
Because I got street credibility, my man, and you're fucking with you're fucking with my 35 years of true grit street credibility. The fact that you just mentioned Undie Run and looked me in my face.
Was that not a thing for anybody?
My man. You cannot come on the I Am Rapaport podcast and say there's a thing called Undie Run and then continue going and think like shit is sweet.
I mean,
shit ain't sweet, my man.
It was pretty sweet.
No,
but
okay. Why was Undie Run sweet?
You see everybody in basically nothing, but then I had hooked up with a girl that night, and I'm so wasted this night. I'm in my onesie. I go onesie because I'm not proud of my body. I don't have the 6-pack abs. I don't look like every frat dude there.
But
so I got my onesie.
Apparently, you must got something going because you're walking around using Magnum condoms.
I feel like I got my
Big
humor.
Dick style, peace your highness.
Peace your highness. Wu-Tang, what's up? I just want to say
how fucking dope was the fact that Ghostface Killer retweeted you?
So that was an honor.
Yo, Ghost,
if you're listening, I just want to get lunch with you,
anything.
A phone call, whatever.
We fuck with you hard, but you told me Ghost retweeted you on Instagram and me on Twitter.
You didn't even know.
I didn't know, and I mean,
fuck. I'll shine your shoes, Ghost. I'll do whatever you want, my man.
What was my reaction?
You were like,
I blushed.
You were tripping. It was like I told you. It was like I told you Sofia Vergara was like wanted to marry you.
I fuck with Ghostface Killer. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Go back to your Undie Run thing.
All right.
This is no way.
I'm about to wrap it up, but let me just get there.
I mean, Tom Green came on here in the last episode. He's talking about Brownsville. You're talking about fucking Undie Runs and shit?
Look, we got different eras. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
So I'm in my onesie. I'm on my bed with this girl, this blonde girl. I won't name her. I won't give her a name.
Let's call her Amber.
Amber. Let's call her Amber. I'm with Amber. She's looking so hot. She's very hot. And I got my room. I got this space light going in my room. I'm just setting the mood. I got Arctic Monkeys blasting. It's college days.
No doubt.
We're about to freak off.
Okay.
We start freaking off. She's one of the freakiest girls I met at school.
Okay.
I start going down there.
Okay.
And
what, you giving her the mustache?
I guess I gave her that mustache. I'm not sure what that Yeah, sure. I gave her that mustache.
Shout out to Big Pun. Giving her the mustache.
Okay, so I'm giving her that.
You know what you should ask a girl next time? This is a new thing.
No.
You want the meat or the mustache?
No, I feel like
that's a good question.
Hills.
That's a good question you ask a lady. You want the meat or the mustache?
I'm always happy to give the meat. I'm always happy for both. To give both.
I think that's a question. Listen, I feel like the more communication, the better. And if you say, yo, you want the meat or the mustache?
I mean, yeah, I feel like there's a better phrasing for it.
Pay money for you to, if you were in that kind of position and you had and I would pay money for you to say,
would you like the meat or the mustache? I mean, if I had a few drinks in me, I have no problem saying it. And I thought this girl, I thought Amber and I were hitting it off. In this particular incident, I was about to go with the meat, but we started with that mustache. So we're in the mustache phase, and I kid you not, I'm like in a blackout of how drunk I am. Okay, I'm not proud of it, but I just want to let you know.
You were younger.
Sure, but this is how messed up
No
it
drinking
was.
and driving.
No. I'm at my house. I'm at my crib. I give her the mustache. I promise you, I got out of that blackout so quickly. I sobered up.
It was like you got jumped. It was like Mike Tyson fucking
mauled
like
you.
The smell.
But the worst thing you can imagine.
I've been there.
And it's Undie Run. Okay, so that's something you got to think. We're all running. That's why I'm talking about.
It has nothing to do with it.
No, it has a lot to do with it.
I am telling you, Dean, it has nothing to do with a body odor. It's not a sweat thing. That smell is from interior. Body odor is exterior. Do you understand? It has nothing to do with it. That is no excuse for this young lady. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I know this for a fact. Like a little must is one thing. A little must could be sexual. A little must could be a turn on. We're not talking about a must. We're talking about
rotten,
hot summer day in New York City, garbage, filth,
but worse,
sewage. It's the smell is literally like it'll make your fucking eyes tear up. I know that, and this is no disrespect to any woman, but I'm saying it's the men that need to be able to have an open forum and be like, boo, your shit don't smell right.
I'm a nice guy. I'm not that guy.
I couldn't do it. I pondered for weeks with this girl that I mentioned earlier. I pondered for weeks. How can I do this? I want to save this. I like this girl. I'm single. I'm into her. She's freaky deaky. But she's everything. I don't want to touch her because I don't want her juices flowing, because when the juice is flowing, that black tar is going to come out.
Oh my God, please. I'm getting sick thinking. But honestly, this girl gave every other woman a bad name because it was one of the first girls I had hooked up with after my relationship.
Oh.
So I was like, this is what I got to look forward to.
Imagine if you're a virgin and that happens and you're like, this is what everyone's talking about this? This is like a mountaintop moment. This isn't a mountaintop moment.
No.
This is fucking hell on earth.
You got to pay me to do this.
At your school, when you were on this mattress.
Yeah, my mattress.
Did you have a Casper mattress?
That's so funny that you said that because I actually had a Casper mattress. And Casper, I just want to say off the record, that has to be one of the most comfortable mattresses I've ever slept on.
Well, the reason why, it's award-winning technology. You know, I mean, it comes in 6 different sizes.
Really? I just have the queen.
Your mattress is delivered straight to your door. Casper mattress is always delivered straight to your door in a box.
Oh, they furnished the whole house. I had 5 roommates.
Yeah, all Casper everything. Casper Mattress is award-winning technology, sponsors the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. So proud of it. I sleep on one every single night. Okay, CASPER. A product that guarantees you 100 nights of trying the product. 100 nights. You could sleep on a Casper mattress for 100, and if you don't like it, you get full refund, and you don't have to pay for them to pick up the mattress to either recycle it or to donate it to somebody who really appreciates a good night's sleep, a good nap, or just a good cuddle time.
They shouldn't even have a refund policy. Why would you need a return?
100 nights, you could try the Casper mattress for 100 nights. Use the promo code RAPAPORT for $50 off your purchase of Casper mattress. CASPER.com.
Yeah, and I just want to say I owe it to Casper for me basically getting laid in college. Because a girl's not going to want to sleep on some shitty
Why
mattress.
would she want to get up when she's feeling so comfortable?
We laid in bed for hours, like just all day.
All right, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We're going to move forward. The O.J. Simpson FX series. Dean, we're on episode 4 is coming up. 3 have already aired. If you haven't seen it, I really enjoy it. It started off with a bang.
Bang.
Starring Cuba Gooding as O.J., John Travolta as his lawyer, Robert Shapiro. David Schwimmer has on the Robert Kardashian wig, and he's playing Robert Kardashian. Why isn't the Robert Kardashian wig a Halloween outfit? That wig is like Robert Kardashian, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
His hair was official. Like he had the
silver streak.
Silver streak. He was the Paulie Walnuts before Paulie Walnuts.
Who's Paulie Walnuts? I'm not going to lie and say I know Paulie Walnuts.
Whoa. My man. My man. You not only did you mention an Undie Run, you just asked who's Paulie Walnuts on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. All right, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm going to be 100 with you.
My fans are going to be like, kick him the fuck out and kick him off.
All right. Kick me off. Fuck it.
Okay.
Kick me off.
I'm not even going to tell you who Paulie Walnuts is. You do the fucking knowledge. You do the math.
Okay.
So Robert Kardashian had that Paulie Walnut shit before Paulie Walnuts.
That's true.
Anyway, I'm enjoying the HBO, the O.J. Simpson thing, the miniseries, because I find it very interesting. I'm reliving a true crime case that I was very aware of. I'll give you. Want me to tell you a little piece of Michael Rapaport, O.J. Simpson history?
Go ahead.
The day the verdict was announced, I was in contention to play the part that Ed Norton played beautifully, and before he was cast in the People versus Larry Flint. At one point, I was in the mix. Let's just say the mix. Yeah. I was never really in contention. I don't want to discredit Ed Norton in any way because he's fucking great. But at one point, I was in the mix to play the lawyer in the People versus Larry Flint, the part that I think Ed Norton got nominated for, and I couldn't have been as good as Ed Norton.
Wasn't Woody Harrelson in that?
Woody Harrelson played Larry Flint.
And you guys are so similar looking that I'm surprised you wouldn't have been in contention for that role.
Well, he's also a little older, and Woody Harrelson's Woody Harrelson. At the time, Ed Norton was still, he was still up and coming. I mean, he was still Ed Norton. That's not the point. I don't want to discredit at all fucking Ed Norton. But the day that the OJ verdict was read,
yes,
that morning, I went in and met Milos Forman, the director of People vs. Larry Flint, more famously directed One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, one of my favorite fucking movies of all time. So let's say the verdict was, was read at 9 o'clock. It was shocking that he was found not guilty.
Right.
That's not what the point of this. But I went in there at 12 noon. The only fucking thing we talked about was the fucking verdict.
You didn't even read the sides, probably.
We didn't do shit. Like, we actually did some reading, me and Milos Forman, but I was so sidetracked and so baffled by what happened. Whatever.
Listen, that's almost a better audition because then you could really bring out your real self.
I know, but whatever. The point of the story is that that's my OJ thing. I remember I auditioned and met Milos Forman the day that the OJ verdict was read. Cut to 20-something years later, here we are watching the FX movie about it. The girl who's playing Marsha, what's her name? Clark?
Sarah Paulson.
Kicking ass.
She's great. Really channeling her. But I just want to talk about her really quick because I don't want to give it too much shine.
I don't want to give it too much shine. I'm
don't.
enjoying it. I find it a little campy. I'm looking forward to next week's episode because the great, and he's also a friend, and he's a friend of the Iron Rapaport Stereo podcast, my man John Singleton, he directed that next episode.
Did he really?
And that's going to be really good.
Look, they had me by the balls.
And what was the line that reaped you in, that kind of got you in?
The line that got me in? Mm-hmm. I think it was from your friend, what's his name?
Courtney B. Vance?
Yes, Courtney B. Vance.
And he's playing Johnny Cochran. He said, choose a side. And then I always, that Danny Aiello auditioned for that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so Courtney B. Vance, his take was on it. He said,
Courtney B. Vance, I think he said something like, choose a side.
And Aiello, he auditioned, he said, choose a fucking side.
Choose a side.
Choose a fucking side.
Choose a side.
If the glove doesn't fit,
you must acquit.
You must acquit, you motherfucker, you. Now, they talk about diversity. Courtney B. Vance, he's fucking great. But why not give Aiello an opportunity to play Johnny Cochran?
I thought it was just like...
I mean, you talk about diversity, it's got to work both ways. Choose a fucking side.
Choose a side.
Choose a fucking side, you cocksucker.
I think...
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit, you motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're just going to leave it to...
All right, so how are you feeling going into episode 4 of the OJ miniseries? It's a miniseries.
I have to tell you, I'm not feeling great. I'm really not feeling great. They sort of, second episode, great. I put up with it. No, I wouldn't say it was great.
First one you really loved.
First one, great.
Yep.
Okay, I really, really enjoyed it. I liked the whole setup. Every commercial break, I'm like,
I love John Travolta's wig and his eyebrows.
They toned him down, though, on that third episode.
Well, he found his groove. Let me give you some acting things.
Sure.
Let me give you some how television is made.
Okay.
To the people, I want to give you a little insight into these things. When you're playing such specific, iconic characters, Robert Kardashian, Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, and of course O.J. Simpson, Kato. The rehearsal process is a very important thing. And in television, unless you're doing a sitcom, the rehearsal process is null and void. So if you're playing a character like Robert Shapiro that everyone watched for fucking a year and a half, or Robert Kardashian or O.J. Simpson, you need weeks and weeks of rehearsal. When you're doing a sitcom, that's probably where you get the most rehearsal. And you'd be like, what do you mean? When you do Big Bang Theory or you do Friends, you rehearse for 4 days, full, thick rehearsals. I guarantee you that when they first started doing the OJ thing, they might have done a couple of read-throughs, waste of time.
Yeah.
Read-throughs in television are a waste of time. They're just a waste of time. Go to a play. I mean, go have dinner.
You're all about rehearsals.
Rehearsal.
But I think the trick is you don't
Travolta
want it to feel
got
too
his
rehearsed.
Groove in episode 2 and 3. He's starting to get his groove.
3. I think he got his groove in 3. I think the director toned him the fuck down. But I just want to say why I'm not a fan of it anymore and why I've sort of moved on is because...
Well, you're going to finish watching.
I'll finish watching for sure. I'm invested. And
okay.
It's
why
fun.
aren't you a fan? Why aren't you not loving it the way I am?
Because I've had enough of the fucking Kardashians. I agree. I cannot.
I agree. We don't need. Go ahead.
They're milking
They fucking
it.
booed Kris Kardashian at the iRadio.
They did?
Award. They fucking booed her. And enough. They like every single chance they get to show the Kardashian girls, like, oh, she's playing Courtney. Oh, she's playing Kim. Enough.
They
have nothing to do with the fucking OJ thing.
That's why I feel like it's lost its groove a little bit.
I think it's exploitive. And if I was the Kardashians, I would be fucking pissed.
Oh, fuck
Not
them.
that you have a right. You fucking people. You just enough is enough.
Oh, God.
We don't need Kris Kardashian or Kris Jenner, whatever the fuck her name is. I agree. They didn't need to even have them in the movie.
It's not about them.
We don't need them in the goddamn movie. And also, in the Robert Kardashian character, he's not important enough to show his wife. Okay, if you show the wife, I get that. But the kids,
fucking kids,
the kids,
enough. They were at fucking La Scala
go
together.
Go away.
Yeah.
Can't some rich person send them all off to the Mars?
No.
Send them there for a few months. The Kardashians take over the world. Literally, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
I've had enough, man. One thing I do love on television. Anyway, I'm going to continue watching. Looking forward to the John Singleton episode, who directed me in Higher Learning.
That's true.
Poetic Justice, Boys in the Hood. He's a good dude. Produced, and he's the guy. He's the dude.
But I've moved on. Yes.
Vinyl.
Glad you mentioned Vinyl.
Directed, the pilot was not even a pilot. It was more of a movie, 2-hour episode directed by Scorsese. It was so Scorsese. Bobby Cannavale. I love the world. I love the music. Scorsese, to me, it's like, even when he's not perfect, because I think that the pilot wasn't necessarily perfect, but it was almost perfect.
It was great.
It was incredible. It was incredible 2 hours of television.
You got Terrence Winter writing it. It had a very big Wolf of Wall Street feel to it.
Wolf of Wall Street. It had a Taxi Driver feel, like the New York. They CGI'd New York, bugged me out. Cannavale is perfectly cast. Dice Clay kicked ass in it.
He kicked ass.
He
actually, like, I want to, like, we could give him some shine. And I know you did an episode on Dice.
Dice's show is coming up I think in the spring on Showtime.
We're excited.
It's called
for that.
Dice. And obviously Andrew Dice Clay is iconic. And he's really transitioning to become a very, very good dramatic actor, which no one would have thought. And I loved it. And I didn't watch episode 2, and you did.
I saw episode 2 last night.
Of Vinyl.
I was Vinyl. I was so excited. It was so good. It wasn't directed by Scorsese, so I was kind of like, shit, maybe
he's got to move on. He's Martin Scorsese.
I know, but you got Mick Jagger producing. You got all the right people in it.
Mick Jagger's son plays the rock and roll dude.
I had no idea.
He's cockeyed, this fucking kid. He's got the mouth, but he's sort of cockeyed.
He's got the mouth.
But he sort of looks inbred. He's good looking.
Yeah.
Pretty kid. But almost a little cockeyed. Mick Jagger's son, good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
Good looking.
He's
but
good.
Which proves you could be cockeyed and still be good looking.
That's the truth.
It's not. It doesn't mean you just because you're cockeyed doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. I'm sure that Mick Jagger's kid is a true stick man. I'm sure he's getting it in.
I'm sure
he's putting in work.
He's getting it in on the show. That's for sure.
I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna hear some funk right now. We're gonna hear a little funk. Miles, give me something funky.
I want that smooth shit.
Yeah, give me something funky and smooth. You want something smooth?
I want like smooth vibes, right?
Smooth but funky?
Like butter. Cut like a butcher.
Okay. Like a Premier Meat piece of, like a filet mignon from Premier Meat. Then we're gonna come back with our Oscar predictions and who we would give the Oscar to. We'll be right back in about 15 seconds. Just fuck with this smoothness right here.
And we're back.
Keep that funk going. Keep that funk going. Let it rock for about 30 seconds. Like 45
over
seconds. Just under. Just to keep it funky. I just want to let you know, while we're doing this episode, me and my man Dean Collins, my man G Monetti will be back on the next episode. We're going to be face-to-face in New York. The GoFundMe project is moving forward, by the way. G Monetti's house, which burned down, the whole block, it burnt the fuck down.
What the fuck happened?
There was a fire on the block in the Bronx. Some houses were annihilated. Monetti's building was truly damaged during the middle of his GoFundMe project.
Holy shit! Was he there?
He wasn't there, but my man who was fixing it, Rapaport Monster. My man Rapaport Monster. He does masonry work. He was in the fucking building. The best thing about this guy, he was in the building, and then when the newscasters came, my man was rocking his I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirt.
That's a true fan.
That's a fucking Rapaport beast. By the way, shout out to the entire Rapaport. Yo, if you talk greasy on Twitter to me, yo, You're gonna. They come out. They don't fuck around.
I had no idea. They have my back now.
Mr. Morris, Smoking Joe Blazer, the whole Rapapack, Anthony Hubert,
and the Rappa Chicks.
The Rappa Chicks, the Australia Rapapack. They don't. You want to fuck around? Fuck around. But just know that
we're releasing the fucking hounds on you.
We're released the beast.
The fucking beast is coming out on you.
Yo, my girl from Vegas. They're not playing games out there. This one chick on there also, Maria. I don't know how to say her last name.
Yeah.
They don't play. So you could talk greasy.
Go ahead. See what the fuck happens.
They even stuck up for you, didn't they?
I'm like, the support is just fucking insane.
We love it. And just so you know, the soft ass 100% soft ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts. We have the Black History Month logo coming, the red, the black, and the green. Damn. We have the Jake t-shirt, and we have the G Monetti, the G Moody Black History Month special. You're never gonna see it again.
But you got like a little 5% magic in those shirts too.
Oh yeah,
because that's something else. You can't just get that at like American Apparel.
No. You know where you get it at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. Fair prices. I'm gonna tell you something. The t-shirts are fair prices, but more than that, I guarantee you're gonna be sleeping in them. You're gonna be wearing them to work, and you're gonna be wearing them to work out. They're so soft. 100% soft ass I Am Rapaport podcast t-shirts. All right, Oscars.
Okay. What do you think about the Oscars? Our predictions? Should we go with our predictions?
I want to go with them.
All right.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress. Okay. Here's
Who are the candidates? Who are the nominees?
We got Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight.
Okay.
We have Rooney Mara for Carol. We have Rachel McAdams for Spotlight. Alicia Vikander, the Danish girl. Kate Winslet for Jobs.
Who do you think is going to win?
Who do I think is going to win for the supporting actress?
Who do you think's going to win, and then who would you give it to? Who do you think's going to win? Because it's all politics.
Right. Who do I think will win? I think it's going to go to Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs.
I think so too. And do you think she deserves it, or would you pick another choice?
I personally love Kate Winslet. I thought she killed it in Jobs.
I do too.
I have nothing bad to say. And
I saw a great piece on the Steve Jobs movie on Kate Winslet, on Fassbender, and on the writer and the director. Huge rehearsal process because they had long
Danny Boyle, right?
Danny Boyle. And what's the writer's name? Great writer. Aaron Sorkin. We're not even fact checking, and we got that right.
No, and if they gave it to her, I'm like, great.
I agree.
Personally,
I wouldn't mind seeing Jennifer Jason Leigh
That's
win,
who I'm going to say.
Just because she's a fucking vet. Actresses like her, actors that have been in the business so long, you get taken for granted of. She's been doing this since she was a teenager. Yeah. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I remember she was in there with those sweet, supple breasts.
Yeah.
Okay. And as a kid, it was just another level. And I don't know why I'm talking about that now. She was great in Hateful Eight, but I think that Kate Winslet's going to win.
No breasts in that, but
in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, she had sweet, supple breasts.
But she's a savage. Like in Hateful Eight, she commits.
She's a fucking animal. She's a great actress. And I feel like she's been taken for granted, and I'm glad her career is back on track and that she's back in people's minds. Okay,
anyway.
Best Supporting Actor. I'm just going to say this. Read the nominees.
We have Christian Bale in The Big Short.
Great.
Tom Hardy, The Revenant.
Yeah, he was great.
Great. Mark Ruffalo, Spotlight.
I didn't love Spotlight.
But
I
was
know
the best
all
part.
the actors. Incredible cast.
All right, we'll get to that. Let's go to the other
go ahead.
We have Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
Never heard of him.
He was really good.
I never heard of him. He was
like
really
the Russian
good.
dude.
I know who he is. I never heard of him.
And
Bridge of Spies, shout out to Steven Spielberg, executive producer of the now defunct Public Morals on TNT. They canceled us. They shut us down.
I think it was because you weren't on the poster.
No.
Okay.
Wait, go ahead.
Anyway.
I'm not saying that if I wasn't on the poster, we wouldn't get canceled, but I'm not saying that that's the reason why we got canceled. Okay. Anyway, go forward.
So the last person on that list is Sylvester Stallone for Creed.
Which I have Stallone, hands down. Okay. You're making a mistake by not seeing Creed. Here's how it works. Now, Tom Hardy and Christian Bale's performance were more colorful, probably more challenging. Sylvester Stallone, so iconic, so influential. He's going to win. He deserves to win. Mm-hmm. The reason why is because sometimes you win these awards, these Oscars. It's not just for Creed. It's for the body of work. Sylvester Stallone deserves to win the Oscar this year. No one would have thought that Rocky Balboa in essentially Rocky VII would be impactful and emotional. he had you crying in the theater. He was so vulnerable. And to come from all the craziness that Stallone has had in his professional career, all the struggles and stuff he's went through personally. And my goal and hope is to truly get him on the Ian Rapaport podcast because I feel like I will give him the best interview possible. He means so much to so many people, but for me, Sylvester Stallone and that Rocky character is like Mickey Mouse. It's like Charlie Brown. It's Americana. He's going to win. He deserves to win. I'm not going to say that Tom Hardy wasn't fucking incredible. I'm not going to say that Christian Bale wasn't incredible. The gentleman from Bridge of Spies, great. It's still Stallone's year.
All right, I hear you on that.
It's Stallone's year, period. He deserves to win because he's Sylvester Stallone. And that character that he played, it means so much to so many people. And the way he played it was beautiful.
Right.
So I don't want to hear about anybody else.
Okay.
Who would you pick? You didn't even see Creed. Shame on you.
I know.
This is, Dean?
I didn't say I didn't.
Dean, this is your third strike.
Okay.
We're talking about, what is it, panty parties?
It was Undie Run, and I thought that would be like a positive for the Rapaport.
My man.
That's not a positive, huh?
Undie Run? You said to me, I don't know who.
I got my freak off on Undie Run.
Okay, you got your freak off
hide.
on Undie Run. But you also don't know who Paulie Walnuts is, and now you didn't see Creed. You know that my fans are going to be like, this fucking guy needs to go.
You know what? Fine. I got other shit to do then too. Whatever. You want to kick me off? The fans want to turn on me for this.
No, don't turn on
it's
my
fine.
guy.
Because you're already setting me up for failure. So it's like, go ahead.
I'm your guy.
No, it's fine.
Who's your biggest advocate? It's me. I'm out there fighting people.
You are, but off the mic when we're not being recorded. You're my biggest advocate. We're on the mic. You're gonna get the whole crew on me.
You're a young gun. You're 25. You think you're gonna be on here? I don't see you. I show up. I don't have any plugs to plug my phone in.
Are you serious?
I got nothing. I gotta fucking go to the store. Like, I bring a bottle of wine.
I got it opened.
You got it open. You fucking what did you use to get it open? You used like a fucking screwdriver.
No, I didn't. I used a wine opener.
Okay, it took a half an hour, and then you came back. The cork was all fucked up.
You know what? See, you're just fucking making shit up now. Okay. No, you're making shit up.
I'm making it up.
No, you're throwing me under the bus.
I'm making it up.
And you're setting me up for failure.
Under the bus.
No, it's fine.
It's
fine. I'll take the heat. Whatever.
Who do you want to win, and who do you think's gonna win?
I haven't seen Sylvester, but I'm just gonna go with I think Sylvester will win.
I don't want to hear anything else.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Best actress.
Okay, but I just want to say I think that Christian Bale has a very strong chance of winning a Best Supporting.
I'm going to tell you something. He ain't taking my award from Balboa.
Okay. Then let's just move on.
Rocky Balboa.
You're getting heated on this category.
What about my prime, Mick? At least you had a prime. Legs ain't working, nothing's working, no one's doing nothing. Guy comes up, offers me the big fight. Big deal. You want to fight the big fight? Yeah, I'll fight the fight. My face kicked in. You want to be there ringside to see it? Do you? It stinks. This whole place stinks. About my prime. What about my prime, Mick? At least you had a prime. Legs ain't working, nothing's working, no one's doing nothing. It stinks. That's my Rocky scene, Mickey from Rocky 1. Anyway, go ahead.
I felt like I was watching a movie. I thought like give you the supporting actor.
Go ahead.
Anyway, you want to go to actor?
Actress. Please.
Actress in a leading role. Actress in a leading role.
We did supporting.
Okay, so we're doing leading.
That's right.
Actress. Okay. Actress in a leading role. Cate Blanchett for Carol. Brie Larson for Room. Jennifer Lawrence. Joy. Come on. That's just like, give me a break. Charlotte Rampling for 45 years. I haven't even heard of 45 years.
Never heard of her.
Last one, Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn.
Okay.
I just figured out how to pronounce her name too. It's Saoirse.
That was good.
Like Sarah Rice.
You said it good.
Thank you.
Okay. Your prediction and your choice.
Okay. My prediction, Brie Larson for Room.
Killed it.
And she's a friend of mine.
How do you know her?
We did a stupid movie together about 10 years ago. I saw her recently. She's a sweet girl. She comes from a good family and she's good people and she deserves the Oscar. She killed it.
I
can't tell you how proud I am.
Room is a hard part. Yeah. She's fucking great.
She's great, man.
What was the movie she was in?
She did Short Term 12 too.
That was the one.
If you haven't seen it, check that out.
If you haven't seen Short Term 12, I know it's on
iTunes.
I think it's on Netflix.
Netflix, right?
Great movie. it's a dark movie and it's a powerful movie, but it should be seen. It's about kids living in a foster care and about the workers there. It's really good. And Brie Larson, that's when I saw that. I was like, she is no joke. And I'm waiting to show, she was really good in, what's the comedy?
21 Jump Street?
She's funny.
Yeah, man.
She's got it all. She's beautiful. I fuck with Brie Larson, hard body karate, no disrespect. I agree. I think she's going to win, and I think she should win.
I agree.
Best actor.
Okay, but I just want to say I also really enjoyed Saoirse Ronan's performance in Brooklyn.
Yes, me too.
I was blown away by it, and it surprised me, the movie.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go to best actor.
Okay.
Bryan Cranston, Trumbo. I didn't see it. Matt Damon, The Martian. Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant. Michael Fassbender, Steve Jobs. Eddie Redmayne, The Danish Girl. Prediction, go.
Leonardo.
My prediction goes to Leonardo. It's kind of it's just.
Who do you think should win?
Honestly, I'm a huge Leo fan. I don't think this was the role that he should win for.
I agree.
Thought it was for Wolf of Wall Street, but they're going to give it to him because of the
He's
whole
been
Leo.
snubbed a couple of times.
Yeah, I know, but it's all politics.
It's all politics. Leonardo, congratulations. You're winning the Oscar. You deserve it. Fucking great actor, great movie star, great dude.
And a great friend of yours.
And just handles himself with class and grace. And I mean, listen, there's a lot of things that could be way, way, way harder than being that famous. But being that famous and that beloved is something that it takes character, class, and grace to be able to do it in a way. And he does it beautifully. A good dude, a loyal dude, a hardworking dude, cares about what he does, cares about life, cares about, making a good impact on the world. Kicked ass in Revenant, and he's going to win the Oscar. Yeah. And I'm fucking happy for him.
That's about it. I mean,
what can you say?
You can't
world-renowned, world-class stickman. I mean, I don't think because of the internet, I don't think there'll ever be another stickman that is prominent as Leonardo DiCaprio.
I just don't like they're turning him into a meme and a joke, and it's just like, all right.
Turning him into a meme and a joke? Who's doing that?
No, it's just like the memes of him like, oh, if he doesn't win, he's on the yacht with the girls. And I think they just leave Leo alone a little bit.
That's the Huffington Post hipster elite.
Yeah, it's the hipster
They're mad.
Shit.
They're player hating because they're not invited to the yacht.
Yeah.
Because if you're 40-something years old, 41, 42, and you're Leonardo, you should be on a yacht.
Have you been invited on the yacht party?
I will say that I have been invited on the yacht, and that's all that I say. And I will say that I've never made it onto the yacht, and I will say that one day I will make it onto those yachts. And when I make it onto those yachts with Leonardo, my jaw will be agape.
That's going to be
a gap? A gape?
A gape? It's going to be
the only concern that I have about being on the yacht is that walking around, and I will be wearing a banana hammock, my friend, is that I might not ever be invited back. Not by the girls. I think when Leonardo sees me on the yacht in my banana hammock, he might be like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Like, that's not okay. That's not okay. So, Leo, I fuck with you. I want to get on the yacht, and when I come on the yacht for the first time, I'm not going to say that I'm going to do it all the time, but the first time I come on the yacht, I'm in a banana hammock.
And we're going to do a 10-part I Am Rapaport podcast about you in the banana hammock on Leo's yacht.
Oh, trust me, a 10-parter.
I mean, it's
going to be it's going to be like
get used to it, guys.
Get used to it.
Because it's never ending.
I'm going to be on the yacht in this banana hammock, custom made. I'm getting a custom made banana hammock.
Really? Where do you
I'm going to get
like tailoring.
I don't know. I got a friend who's big in the stripper community.
Okay.
My man, the Punisher from Harlem. Look him up. The Punisher, he'll tell me where to get a custom-made banana hammock.
He sounds dangerous.
No. He is. When he unfolds the loaf, trust me.
Oh my God.
You don't want to see what he's got going.
I don't. I'm not even
gonna
look him
up. My man, the Punisher, he's a bad dude. Listen, to be a world-renowned stripper for 25 years, you got to be able to unfold the loaf real nice.
Okay.
That being said, let's go to best picture.
Okay, this will be the last one. Okay. I don't think we should do the directors. I mean,
we're going to do the directors and cinematography.
All right. Best picture. Okay. Let's see.
What's nominated?
The Big Short. Bridge of Spies.
Yep.
Brooklyn.
Yep.
Mad Max.
Yep.
The Martian. The Revenant. Room. Spotlight.
Fuck, man.
There's a lot of What's
movies. The front runner? I think Revenant's going to win.
I think the front runner's definitely Revenant. Let's just go with Revenant. I think it's going to be Revenant.
Don't count out Mad Max on a Hummer. Don't count it out.
I loved Mad Max.
The director's like 97. The director of Mad Max I think he's 97.
George Miller?
97?
No, he's not. No,
98?
he's not.
Is he 98?
Come on.
How old is he?
98? Let's look.
I know.
We don't fact check. We don't fact check.
No, we don't fact check.
We're not going to look anything up.
How old is he? 98 or 97?
There's no way
he's up there. He might win Best Director, but I think Alejandro
Iñárritu,
director of Revenant, and I think Revenant's gonna kick ass.
Damn, double. So let's just go straight to the director.
Speaking of diversity, you got a director who's Latin American, not from this country, gonna win Best Director 2 years in a row.
Be careful.
Why?
I'm just saying.
The diversity has to be diverse.
It's a touchy subject, and I think it should be diverse.
Fuck the diversity needs to be diversified.
With everybody.
Asians,
Mexicans,
because
blacks.
That's a big deal that a Latin American, he's not even Latin American. A Latin director is going to win Best Director 2 years in a row. The diversity
and picture
needs diversity. Okay, that's it. This is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Miles, let me get something hard and funky. Me and my man Dean Collins, we're going to come back. We're going to fuck with this Truey app. I love it. Because when you run out of things to talk about, not that we've run out of things to talk about, I mean, I feel like we're doing this with our eyes closed here. This is your coming out party as a guest co-host, Dean. You're kicking ass.
Thank you.
Okay, and taking names. Okay, and I think you might even get some ass off of this. Because you just put it out there that would you say your fuck style's buck wild?
I'd say my fuck style has gotten buck wild.
We'll be right back. When you don't know where to go, when possibly you have a Tinder hookup or a Raya. What's the app?
Raya.
What's that app?
Raya.
But what is it? What happens?
It's basically like an elite dating app. Like you have to submit yourself and they have to approve your application.
They or somebody you know?
No. They, the app. And I have to tell you, I was approved within 24 hours and I've come across Eliza Dushku, Chelsea Handler,
they're all
Kelly
on this
Osbourne,
app.
All of them.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm glad I'm not in the field, because if I was out in the field with all this Tinder shit and this Raya apps,
you'd be unfolding the loaf before you even saw the girl.
Yo. All right, but right now I'm talking about this Truey app, because the thing I love about this Truey app, I have nothing invested in this app. Okay, I love it because it's a conversation starter. Trueey. You go on here. Here is the first question I'm going to get for the Truey segment of the show. This is a great question. And the way this works on the Truey app is you answer yes or no, and then it's like a poll.
Okay.
It takes a poll. I've stolen something from a store.
Yes.
Yes, I have. I got arrested at Gelson's in Hollywood in 1989 for stealing pre-made sushi. Gelson's on Franklin.
That's some Robert Durst shit, man.
Yeah, I got arrested. I didn't get arrested. They didn't press charges, but they said don't come back ever.
Why'd you do it?
Here's another little piece of trivia. I was 20. I was told never to come back to Tower Records on Sunset because I stole a tape from. I don't remember what it was. I wish it would be some kind of cool, obscure hip hop tape, but I don't remember what it was. I remember they took me in the back. They said, "If you come back in here, we're going to arrest you."
Yo, that's fucked up, man.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to
I just
judge.
admitted. I told you my truth. Now you want to shame me?
I like Tower and Gelson, so it's tough for me.
Thief shame me?
No, go ahead.
74% of the people agree they've stolen from a store. 26% of the people, oh, you're goody goodies. You never stole.
I stole.
You fucking liars. Next question. There's a direct correlation between how often you update your Facebook status and how mentally unstable you are. No.
Yes.
I think it's you think it is true?
Yeah, I do.
71% of the people agree, 29% of the people disagree.
So you're
I think that Twitter, Instagram, everything online is worse than the crack epidemic, and I mean, what is it like being around me? You said to me the other day, it's like being around a 13-year-old girl.
The roles have been
I'm on
reversed.
my phone so much. That's what you said to me.
We go to lunch. I feel like a father to you, and I feel like it's like, Michael, take the phone out, put it on the table. You'll get the phone at the end of lunch. There's no tweeting. There's no Instagram. There's no trueying. Trueying. There's no trueying.
All right, here's the next question for you. We all have a secret we are taking to the grave. Yes. 86% of the people, 14% of the goody goodies
fuck out of
who
here.
never stole, the same people that never stole. You don't have any secrets?
I don't have anything.
No, I'm so honest. Really? You're fucking
bullshit.
lying,
Get
you
off
fucking
that app.
animal.
Get off that app.
I would let a random person die somewhere in the world for $1 million. Dollars. Oh, fuck.
No.
A random person die somewhere in the world for $1 million. I couldn't do that.
Fuck that. My
43% of the now when we're the goody goodies. Oh, you wouldn't do that?
No,
dude?
honestly I would.
For $1 million, you wouldn't do that.
No, I find
You're
my
a
own
fucking
way.
liar.
I'd whore myself out before
I seen you run people over and not even stop at a stop sign, Dean. I seen
No,
you do
you
it.
fucking do that.
You hit an old lady and you
That's
just
not
kept
true.
going. That's not true. That's
Put
not
that
true.
on the Truey app.
Dean's mom. I'm not going to say your name. Dean's dad. It's not true. It's not
I
true.
hope my mom is not listening to any of this.
I hope she's not listening either. I've watched people have sex right in front of me.
Yes.
30s. I've never seen that.
Multiple times for me.
What the fuck?
Whether they knew it that I was asleep or not, it's happened too
it's
many
right
times.
in front of me, like right in front of you. Like they're like, you've done that?
Yeah, I've gotten, yeah.
Did you freak off? Did you unfold the loaf?
No, I wouldn't unfold the, like, I don't get like, oh, someone's freaking off. I got to freak off
Why?
myself. That's
What are you
weird.
doing there?
I'm sleeping. I'm pretending like I'm sleeping.
No, like they're talking about right in front of me, not via the internet, not via.
No, I never watched someone just like, oh, I'm eating popcorn.
I'm not
watching.
interested in that.
Nah, fuck that.
36% of the people agree. 64% of the people disagree. What's more pleasurable, pooping or eating? Eating.
Oh, God.
Eating. Let me tell you something. I suffer from ulcerative colitis.
Yeah.
Shitting is not an issue for me.
Oh.
Okay. I don't have what is it called? I don't get backed up. Constipation is not a word that I have a lot of things. That's not one thing I have.
Okay, but if you are like, if you have to go and you have to go,
I'll shit outside on the street.
Fine, but like,
I haven't
that's a
done it
good-
this year. Actually, I broke my New Year's resolution. Not going to go into details. Toby Morse, at Toby Morse, Toby from H2O, he can attest that I broke my New Year's resolution because I said on the New Year's edition of the Iron Rapport Stereo podcast that one of my goals and resolutions was to not shit outside all 2016. And I'm going to be totally honest that I have.
We're in the second month, and where are you where you're shitting
I'm not going to
outside?
give any details. I'm not going to give any details about it. And I'm not going to say where. But
You want a shit
on
war?
my way,
We'll give you a
here's-
shit war.
You want a shit
You
war?
want a shit war,
I'll
Toby?
give you a shit war.
I'll give you fucking shit wars.
You want shit wars? Somebody on your block had a sign saying, if you're letting your dog shit, and he posted a thing about Liam Neeson. What did he say?
It was like, taken.
I'll
I'm
find
watching
you. I'll throw it on your car. You want shit wars, my
We'll
friend?
give you a shit war.
I'll give you a shit war. You don't want a shit war with me, my
Come
friend.
to my block.
No.
We'll give you some fucking shit wars.
Whoa, you fake Liam Neeson. You don't want a shit war with me.
Fucking dick.
Lastly, Truey question of the day.
Lay it on me.
I check social media before sleeping.
I don't want that to be the last one.
It is.
It is?
Answer-
I mean, yes,
answer
I'm so
honestly.
100% guilty of that. I probably check social media while in my sleep.
71% of the people disagree. And
Oh, fuck off.
29% of the goody goodies who've never stolen, who've never shat outside, and what else have they never done? They don't disagree. They're so
$1 million.
They're so in control of all their stuff.
Oh, God.
They don't need to be validated by how many tweets.
Show yourself. Why don't you show yourself?
Show yourself.
Let's fucking see who these little goody two shoes are.
Yeah, show yourself. You never stole
I'm
anything.
anonymous. I'm anonymous.
You
but
never
I'm
stole anything from a store ever, huh? Really? And you don't check your social media?
Give me your
Bullshit.
address. I'm gonna fucking steal everything in your house.
That's the Truey app segment of the episode.
And we love it.
Trueey. Dean, I got to tell you, you were great as a guest co-host on this.
Thanks, man. I mean, we got to leave it to the people to decide. Hopefully, they don't turn on me and shut off.
You're gonna take a lot of shit.
I will. I'm bring it on, man.
Because
Bring
if
it
you're,
on.
what is it, a panty raid?
Fuck, man, Undie Run. I didn't know that was gonna just cause so much trouble with this
You
podcast.
sound like such a fucking.
Is it a jealousy thing with you or what? Because there are 20-year-olds running around in their fucking bikinis, almost naked. Like, because you have a lot of hate in you about that Undie Run. But I guarantee you, if you came to visit me at school,
If
you would
I came
partake
to
in it.
visit you and I was 22, it'd be cool. But for you to throw some Undie Run shit.
You got a young gun on your show. What do you want me to fucking say, man? I'm at the fucking
All right, you know what?
elderly home.
That's actually a good thing.
Come on.
I don't want people shitting on my man about his Undie Run. You could shit on him about not knowing who the fuck Paulie Walnuts is. That is a suspension worthy.
What, Paulie Walnuts?
That's suspension worthy. Straight up, because I'm going to tell you something right now. You're in the serious minority about that. And the fact that you didn't see Creed, fuck you, bro.
Can I just be
No,
honest?
fuck you, man.
Oh, wait, can I be honest about Paulie Walnuts? I'm fucking with you. I know he's on The Sopranos. I'm not a fucking asshole. Paulie Walnuts and The Sopranos.
Fuck you, man. You don't think I see you fact checking?
I'm not fucking. We
Now
never fact check.
You fact
never
check.
fact check.
This motherfucker fact
I
check.
fucking
You're
fact check.
suspended for 2 weeks.
I didn't fucking fact
You're
check.
suspended for 2
Do you
weeks.
see a phone or a computer
It's
anywhere
all
near me?
Moody, all New York City gloom tomb coming up. Great episode of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. I appreciate my man Dean Collins stepping in as the guest co-host. Great fucking job.
I'm happy to be here.
Yo, my man. Yo, I fuck with you, Hard Body Karate. If you see any of that stuff on Twitter and you see any of our videos on Instagram, believe it, it's all real. He drives me up the fucking wall. His own kin, his own brother and sister. I said the other day, where's the off switch with this fucking guy? And his brother looked me into my eyes with a straight face and said, Michael, there is no off switch.
Fuck it.
Fuck him.
No, fuck it. That's how I roll.
Yo, I'll be back later in the week with G Monetti. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. Again, yo, if you want some soft-ass I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast t-shirts, and I promise you, I gave away 1,000 t-shirts in 2015.
I was with you doing it, my man.
Talk about it.
I licked those fucking envelopes. I brought them to the mail shop.
For free, we gave them away.
So the next time you want to troll me on Twitter, if you're rocking that t-shirt, you wouldn't have had that fucking shirt if it wasn't for me licking that envelope.
That's
You got
true.
my fucking saliva
And
all
now
over
we're
that
putting
package.
new designs, still super soft, districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport.
Peep it.
Black History Month t-shirt, the Jake LaMotta inspired t-shirt, it's coming. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We're coming with new eps, new fire all the time. What we introduced, unfolding the loaf, and there was another phrase we came out with this episode. What was it?
The mustache. Giving her the mustache?
No, the meat or the mustache.
The meat or the
I
mustache.
didn't make the mustache. The rapper Big Pun, I heard that in a Big Pun song. He said something about the mustache. But I took what the great Big Pun said, and I took it to the next level because Big Pun would appreciate that. The meat
Or the mustache.
It's your choice. Just tell me. Do you want the meat
Or the mustache.